We are at the Good Sam Park, the Rancheros de Santa Fe campground, and this is a really cool spot. We're in the dog area right now. Ellie's having fun running around. They have propane, they have full hookup sites, they have a playground and a pool and just everything you would need right here. And they have trees, so we're not just out in the middle of a parking lot. This seems like a really nice place. It's at over 7,000 feet above sea level, so that gives us a cooler climate, which is nice to get that break from Texas. So we're excited. Eric said that he's relieved to get a break from watching the weather for a little while. And soaring is supposed to be good here, so he may actually fly while we're here. So a little break from Soar America, but still get to spend some fun time in a new place. So today we decided to come out on the Dale Balls Trail, or Dale Ball Trails, something like that. And we had an interesting start.
Yes, I can't say that how the trail started was anything I'd ever done before. And with a little luck, I may never do again.
Yeah, the Trail Run Project had the trail marked, and so we started where it was marked. And boy, that was a hard trail. I don't think it was right. Yeah.
I'm not all, together sure it was a trail.
Yeah.
Or somebody's backyard.
We ended up in somebody's backyard.
We're sure about that.
Yeah, but it was so steep coming up that we did not want to attempt going back down the same way we came up. So we decided to risk dogs and firearms and police and whatever might befall us for going through someone else's yard, and made it back to a road so that we could then find the parking lot for the trailhead and get on the correct trail.
And that's probably the fastest we moved, was down that private driveway.
So true. We kind of had in mind that rule of you don't have to be the fastest, but just faster than someone else.
Yeah. So each man for himself.
But we made it, and now here we are out on the trail.
The
actual trail. And it is beautiful. It is really pretty out here.
Yeah. Very peaceful, and it's not very crowded. The parking lot was crowded, so we ended up parking down the roadways, but we've only seen 2 couples so far. So it's really good.
2 couples and 3 dogs. And we have Ellie with us today, so that's kind of fun. We get her out. So Tim is doing a run. Julie and I are hiking, and Eric hiked up the road to the trailhead. And he's waiting for us there. So we're about to head back down. Nice day though. Good day to be out.
Beautiful.
One of the challenges of traveling in a town in a big van is finding parking. Good thing we're not very wide. We're not really any wider than a regular car. We're just really long. It makes it a little difficult, especially in these towns when we're downtown. While we're waiting for our table to have lunch, we're going to walk around Cathedral Park. The Loretto Chapel is a must-see attraction in Santa Fe. After construction of the chapel, unfortunately the architect died before access to the choir loft was built. Given the height of the loft and the small size of the chapel, a staircase would have taken up too much floor space, thereby reducing the seating capacity to an unacceptably small level. Legend states that seeking guidance and help, the Sisters of Loretto prayed a 9-day novena to Saint Joseph, patron saint of carpenters. A novena is a special prayer said for 9 consecutive days. On the final day of the novena, a carpenter appeared with only a hammer and carpenter's square. He built what is now known as the Miraculous Staircase with simple tools and wooden pegs. The rare wood is not native to the American Southwest. When the staircase was complete, it is said that the carpenter disappeared without receiving thanks or payment. Some believe the carpenter was Saint Joseph himself, while others believe that it was someone sent by Saint Joseph. What is known is that the Sisters of Loretto prayed, and their prayers were answered. The staircase has 2 complete 360-degree turns with no center pole for structural support. The entire weight of the staircase rests on the bottom stair. Oldest house in the USA, 1646. Pets welcome. Interesting. So this is the oldest house because the Spanish colonized this before Jamestown and Plymouth Rock. That's funny. So this was a skeleton made out of plaster of Paris that, according to local legend, was of a young Spaniard who was beheaded in the 1600s by 2 witches who sold him a faulty batch of love potion. So it's not even a real skeleton.
Or a full skeleton.
Right. That's funny. Tiny little room. Yeah, so it says it used to be a large 2-story adobe structure housing 12 families.
Not the 2, right?
The 2nd story was the sleeping quarters, and only today only 2 rooms remain. Okay, so we're stopped at Target and Tim parked in the shade, which is great, except the tree now wants to come into the van.
So Eric's holding
So,
it.
yeah. And you call us prima donnas.
Tree, that's right. It's too good to climb out of the van into a tree. I mean, goodness.
Didn't know Target was in the middle of a jungle. It's our glamping s'mores. We made
We
it.
have tongs in that top drawer.
It looks perfect, Eric. That's just like if you had done it
It's a
on a
little too-
campfire.
Too done.
Well, it depends on how done you like your marshmallow. Look at that.
All right.
Woo!
Whoa!
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Alright, anybody want to be a guinea pig?
If nobody wants that one, I'll take it.
Did you put chocolate on it?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh. Ah. The perfect s'more.
Get some.
I've already had two. Eric hasn't had any yet.
I hope that's the best one. So we learned the secret.
Well, so far I've been the one given the best
That's
ones.
right.
So
Yes.
I guess that makes me in best position to judge.
That's right. To judge whether it is the best of the night.
Yes.
Maybe didn't make you a couple.
So let's see. Oh,
That's what I like. I like the marshmallows.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, that's it.
flow around.
Nice and even.
No lumps in the marshmallow.
Yep. Evenly baked. There's a nice texture to it. Yes. Now let's see about the crumb. We need to check the squish. How's the squish?
It's gonna be squishy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
A+ on the squish.
How's the graham cracker? Is it crispy enough?
It's firm and warm. It's not overdone. You know, it's a little on the medium rare side, but you know I like it. When you take with this marshmallow and the ooze that it flows with you, you know, that just pops. You know, it's just like explodes in your mouth. All this flavor.
All right.
So what would you pair that with? What would you recommend? Would a glass of whole milk, or what would be the best? Coffee.
You know, with this one, I would say, you know, especially with the milk chocolate, a little coffee would be just perfect with that. If you're a chocolate fiend, I'd say go with the mocha.
Eat your s'mores.
Yeah, you do like s'mores.
Poor Peggy. You know, we're used to do it being like this to a cat because we know the cat has no idea what we're saying. And I forget that dogs are smart enough. They understand some things. Yeah.
One more run/hike as we prepare to leave New Mexico.
Still catching my breath. You know, what's fun with these ridge trails is like this, is you get a good vista. So reminds me a lot of the Philip S. Miller Park in Castle Rock. We did the Castle Rock Trail Festival. The other thing that has in common with that is these are mountain bike friendly trails, which means they're not real technical. Got a lot of bank turns in them, so they're fast running too, so that makes them fun as well. So it's a nice change up from a technical, more sort of a hiking trail, running that where you're having to watch your feet. You still have to watch your feet a little bit, but you can let loose a little bit here. There's good visibility. You don't have a lot of blind corners, so you can just kind of open up and have a lot of fun.
So once Memorial Day weekend was over, we had to decide where to go next. The weather still wasn't looking good for soaring, and it looked like we might still be stuck in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so it made it kind of hard because we did want to continue with the trip, but we had also had planned to see family on our way back. But it seemed like, well, it was an opportunity instead of just sitting around in Texas that we could go see family, maybe spend a little bit more time with them. We might have been able to on our way back, or it would have been a little bit easier. So we had to do that. There's also time for some maintenance and needed to order things. I guess as you noticed, stores aren't stocked very well, so a lot of things you have to order. But it's really hard when you're on the road to get what you need if it's not there in the store, because you just don't know where you're going to be next. So this gave us an opportunity to plan ahead so that we could order things, have it ready for us when we show up.
Yep, so we found ourselves with, it was about time for Tim to start back to work, and we weren't far enough east to be able to make it back to see family very quickly. So we chose to go ahead and end our time with Soar America, at least for the moment. We don't know if we're going to be able to meet back up with them, if they're going to continue. There's a lot still up in the air, but for now, our plan is just to head east, go back and see family and friends, and take care of what we need to do.
And then I go back to work next week.
That's right. So stay tuned. We'll let you know how things progress. We'll find out what Eric and Julie decide to do and go from there.